Celebrate good times. Come on. Yes, today is a celebration. Today is a giveaway. You're going to know a lot about me based on your questions. So if you're interested, let's go. So before we get started with the video, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Roxanne and this is Roxanne's Retreat. If this is your first time joining me, thank you and welcome. And if you've been here before and you decided to come back, big up your whole self. Big up your whole entire self. Big up everybody. I am at 1K, my first real milestone on my YouTube channel, and I have no one to thank but my subscribers, y'all. Give it up to yourselves. But anyways, we are going to have a fun video today because we actually have a giveaway. So we are going to answer all the questions that were asked in my community tab, and we'll have fun doing so. So stay tuned. Let's go. All right. So we have the giveaway. I didn't even open it, because I want to give the winner it's all in its, whoa, where's the camera? It's all in its packaging, and this is Nomad from the house of Bond Number 9. This fragrance is a love for me, and I put it in my community tab, what fragrance you would like for the giveaway, and the people said Nomad, so Nomad it is. So let's go. First question. Okay, let's go with the questions, no particular order. So the first question is, what do you do for a living? So I am a registered nurse. I work in long-term care. I am a regional nurse for a long-term care company. And I've been a nurse for 20 years. So this is my 20th year in nursing. The next question from the same person, what is your education level? I have a master's degree in nursing. Where are you from? I am originally from Grenada. I am an island girl. Look up Grenada. It is the best place on earth, I think. But I might be a little biased. Used to be called the Spice Island because that's what we did. We grew a lot of spices, nutmeg, cocoa, just name it. And now we are called the Spice of the Caribbean. So yeah, I am from Grenada. Okay, so this next question is from Sophia. And Sophia said, when do you remember first starting having interest in fragrances? So I can remember as a teenager because my mom, she had a nice little fragrance collection. I would say about 10 fragrances. Things along the lines of Eternity, Amarige. She had Fendi. I didn't like that one. Knowing, Red Door, all those fragrances. So she was a school teacher and she always left before I did. So when she left, I used to douse myself in fragrance and go to school, y'all. Nobody was smelling better than me. You hear? Nobody. I was smelling like a grown woman though, but yeah. So yeah, Sophie, that is when I remember having my interest in fragrances. Okay, so the next question is from Jared Steele, and it says, congratulations, thank you so much. And my question is, how did you discover your love for fragrances, and what inspired you to start your channel? Well, I discovered my love for fragrances, like I said, a very long time ago. But then I really went into high gear around 2019, 2020. That's when it really got crazy. And I think, I was self-medicating because so much was happening in the world. I was exhausted, just work. And you know what? I just started going in. And what inspired me to start my channel? Well, my inspiration really just came from looking at other people and their channels because I was like, man, I have all these fragrances. I love fragrances. Why not talk about them? So yeah, last year, it wasn't last year, Lord, it feels like last year, February of 2022, the day of the Super Bowl is when I started my channel. Yeah. So that was my inspiration, just looking at others and saying, dude, I need to talk about all the stuff I love. So that is my answer. Okay, so the next question is from Wendy. Hey, Wendy. And she said, it's so fun watching your channel grow. I'm truly blessed to be a part of it. I get so excited when I see your uploads. That warmed my heart when I read that. I was like, yeah, I cry for everything. So I was in tears. I'm like, oh my gosh. So her question is, what fragrance do you have the best scent memory with? So I'm going to go, I have two. So this one right here, Estee Lauder Pleasures Intense. So before I went crazy into my deep dive of fragrances, this fragrance was my signature scent for ever. I want to say like 10 years. I owned this fragrance and I went through bottle after bottle after bottle. And of course, with the fragrance being, you know, a part of your life for that long, I have so many scent memories with it. Parties, my kids' parties, like, and it just everything. So Estee Lauder Pleasures Intense, definitely a lot of great scent memories. The other one that's more recent is Madison Avenue from Bond Number 9, New York. And this is tied to the first date I had with my guy. So yeah, we had our first date and we went to Ruth Chris and I was wearing Madison Avenue. So, and it was a lovely date. Like, yeah, it was nice. It was nice. So, yep. Wonderful scent memory with those two fragrances. Next question I have here is from Nikki Berryman. And Nikki said, if you didn't work in the healthcare industry, what industry would you be in? Well, girl, nowadays, you know, I wish I had the ornament. Nowadays, all nurses are saying, I should have been a stripper. I should have been a stripper, but I would have sucked at it. So honestly, I think real estate. I think that if I wasn't a nurse, I would be in real estate. It's not too late because I still enjoy the ins and outs of real estate. So, hey, you never know. I might be the nurse realtor. Who knows? But yeah, I definitely would have been a real estate broker or something if I wasn't in healthcare. But again, the year that I'm still young enough to get myself into any trouble I'd like to be in. So we'll see. Okay, so the next question is from Kelly, and she said, how did you meet your significant other? We fell in love in a hopeless place. So we met, my guy and I was traveling around Texas, and I was changing hotels. I drove from, I think, Corpus Christi to San Antonio that day. It was early in the morning when I woke up and I got to San Antonio, and I don't travel light. So, yeah, I'm unloading my car and I came upstairs, and when I got off the elevator, there's this young man and he's like, oh my gosh, you're beautiful. And I was so tired. I'm like, okay, yeah, thank you. And then, you know, I went down the hallway. No, he asked me for my number, and I said, sure, when I come back upstairs. And he was nice. He was very polite, and I was like, why not? So when I came back upstairs, we started chit-chatting again. He walked me down to my room. He's like, can I help you? And I'm like, no, I'm pushing all my stuff because, you know, I'm Superwoman. And yeah. We exchanged numbers, and that's how we met. You know how it goes. You started talking, but yeah, that's how we met. We fell in love in a hopeless place. It was Home 2 Suites in San Antonio, Texas. That's how we met. Okay, next question is from my girl, Latanya. Latanya said, your favorite 5 houses. Wow. That's tricky. So I would say, and this is in no particular order because then it would be too hard for me to think about it. So Bond Number 9, New York. I really love that house. Of course, MFK. Maison Francis Kirk de Jean. That's 2. Lancôme. Lancôme pushes out some bangers, y'all. Lancôme makes some fragrances that last and last on the skin. So I cannot sleep on Lancôme. Who else? Oh, Parfums de Marly, of course. And I would say number 5 would be, I'm looking around. Amouage. Amouage is a tough house, but I really enjoy their fragrances. So yeah, those are my top 5, I would say. So Bond Number 9, MFK, Lancôme, Amouage. Who was the other one? PDM. Those are my 5. Okay, so Latanya had another question, and it says, what fragrance do you love on your husband that he doesn't love? Well, there isn't any fragrances that I love on him that he doesn't love, but this one right here, Crème de Cure, I love this on him more than I loved it on me. So I had it in my collection, and I, moved it over to his because I love it on him. He likes it on himself, he said it's nice or whatever, but I don't like it on me at all, but I love it on him. So this is BDK's Crème de Cure. So that's one that I really love on him. He doesn't not love it, he just likes it, I would say. So Crème de Cure from BDK. Okay, so Latanya asked again, what fragrance does your husband love on you that you don't really love? So one of the ones that he loves on me, like no doubt is in love with on me, is Aaron's Fleur de Peony. Obviously, I've worn it. I like the fragrance, but he loves this on me. And it's just like a really, pretty girl peony scent. Nothing really special. I wear it to bed. I haven't worn it to bed in a long time, but most of the dent is from wearing it to bed and kind of like running errands. But he loves this fragrance on me. And I'm always like, dude, it's, it's all right. But he loves this. I would say I like it. I don't love it. But the dent is really from wearing it because he absolutely loves it on me. So, yep. Fleur de Peony from the house of Aaron. Okay, so the next question is from Love Jones, and Love Jones says, congratulations on reaching 1K. Thank you. Do you have a favorite fragrance for each season? So this one's a little tricky because I live in Florida. We really don't have that many seasons, but I can break it down a little bit for you. So one of my favorites right now, because that changes with the crazy collection. One of my favorites right now for the summertime tropical is Leisure in Paradise from Simone Andrioli. Just delicious tropical fruits. Very fruity, very yummy. Springtime, this one is just stolen my heart. This is New York Flowers from Bond Number 9, New York. The bottle is everything. The fragrance itself, in the beginning when I just got it, I was like, oh, the performance is trash. But it started acting better as it, sat for a little bit. So I can't wait to re-pull this out in the springtime. So this is New York Flowers from Bond Number 9, New York. And for when we have like the one day of winter, or the one day or a couple days when it's cooler, this is one of my new favorites. This is Madeira from Omnia Perfumo. Lord, I can't even say it, but Madeira, this one. And then this one has just absolutely stolen my heart, and this is Camera from Lattafa. Everybody's been talking about this one for good reason. That thing is so hard to open, but oh my gosh, smells so good. This was one of my Thanksgiving Day scents. Perfect. So hopefully that answers your question. Love Jones also had another question, and it is, how many fragrances do you currently have in your collection? My last count, I was at 325. Okay, yeah, we're done. We don't want to talk about it anymore. So we're at like 325, girl. What a shame. So next question is from Natalie K. Congratulations on reaching a milestone. What set off your YouTube journey? You know, it was just really a lot of encouragement from my kids and from my guy, you know, because I would talk them to death about fragrances. And, you know, my son is really into fragrances too. And it was just like, hey, start the YouTube channel, start the YouTube channel. And I was like, I don't know. And then I just bit the bullet on Super Bowl of 2022. And here I am. Let me tell you, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of thought process to come up with decent content, you know, hoping and praying that people are going to subscribe and that they enjoy your content and they're going to watch your video in its entirety. Yeah, but it really brings me joy making videos. So yep, that's what kicked off my journey. A lot of encouragement from other folks. So there's a question from Christelle. And it says, congratulations on 1K. What kicked off your love for perfumes? So it's kind of like, I kind of answered that already. It was just, my mom was a big perfume person. And then, you know, I always loved smelling good. And then in 2019 and 2020, I just kicked it into full gear. And then I just went in. So yeah, my love for perfume started a long time ago when I was a teenager. Okay, so next question is from Hot Doubles. Hot Doubles, are you Trini? Or are you from Guyana? I saw the name and I'm like, ooh, doubles. Like, those are delicious. Anyways, the question is there an influencer that has a similar scent profile to you as far as likes and dislikes? I would say yes. And the influencer that's closest, the influencer that I enjoy watching and I resonate with more than anybody else is AI the Great. She was the one that I started watching first and foremost of all the YouTubers. Her channel just caught my eye, and then I bought a lot of fragrances based on her recommendations, and I've come to find out that we have very similar tastes. Of course, the taste is not exact. There are a couple things she likes and I'm like, oh girl, I can't do that one. But, and I'm sure I know she watches a couple of my videos, and I'm sure if she would say the same thing, there's some stuff that I like, she's like, oh girl, why? But yeah, AI the Great is the one that I would say we have the closest taste and, you know, similarities. And the channel that I actually enjoy the most of all the channels I watch. So next question is from Slim Goody 2. I have to say that in a Jamaican accent. Goody! Slim Goody 2, she says, how many times do you spray? Oh my gosh. So it just depends on the fragrance. And I never count. I am an oversprayer. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. I'm an oversprayer. There are some fragrances that I know that I can only spray maybe 5 times tops. And the one that I can think of right now is Oud Bouquet from Lancôme, because that will choke you out if you spray more than that. But everything else, girl, I'm like, have you guys seen that TikTok or whatever where you like, yeah, that's me. I'm an oversprayer. Yeah, so I can't tell you the number, but it's a lot. Next question, do you layer? Yes, I do layer. I just really got into layering. I have 2 or 3 videos already that talks about some of my layering combinations that I've enjoyed and that I'm enjoying. So that's kind of new to me, but I'm getting into it. And she also asked, which house do you love? So yeah, I talked about the houses I loved. Bond Number 9, New York. PDM, MFK, Lancôme, Amouage. So those are my top 5 at this moment. You know, things change. Things always change when it comes to fragrances. So, yep. Okay, next question is from Nadia Mohammed. And she said, what is your favorite perfumes in your entire collection? And what is the one that when you spray, you feel the most beautiful? Oh my gosh, that's a loaded question. So, in terms of favorites, if you've watched me, you already know. So one of my favorite designer fragrances is Valentino Donna Born in Roma. She's that girl. Yeah, I love this fragrance. I just love it. And then my favorite niche fragrance of all time, like literally right now in my life, is Feminine Pluriel. And Feminine Pluriel answers that other question, which fragrance that when I spray on, I feel the most beautiful. This fragrance right here, Feminine Pluriel, when I spray this on, I feel like the most beautiful, the most elegant woman in the room. So whether it's true or not, you know, my perception is my reality. So yeah, Feminine Pluriel from MFK. This is one of my favorite niche fragrances, and this is the fragrance that when I spray, I feel the most beautiful. It's really underrated, and I think it's just because it's, you know, it's just a floral. Let me tell you, I love this fragrance. No one can tell me anything. All right. Okay, next fragrance. Next question is from Victoria Winfield, and she said, what is your favorite just for you fragrance? So my favorite just for me fragrance, like when I just want to be in my just little bubble, is this one right here, and this is La Perla's Invisible Touch. I kill this thing over the summertime. This fragrance, it's so pretty. It's light. It's airy. It's not something that's going to project or it just envelops you with this very pretty girl, light, non-offensive bubble. It's a great fragrance for healthcare workers also, because it doesn't really smell like you're wearing anything. You just smell clean and pretty. So yep, this is my favorite just for me fragrance, La Perla's Invisible Touch. So the next question comes from Pammy. Lord, I hope I'm saying it right. But it says, do you think living in Florida has limited what fragrances you buy due to the constant warmer temperatures all year round? Absolutely yes. Sometimes I get a little, what is it called? Season envy when, you know, influencers that live in different, that have, you know, different climates, different seasons, they're talking about their winter heavy hitters, and I'm like, ooh, I would love to wear that, but if I brought it into my collection, I won't wear it, so I just don't. So yes, living in a climate such as Florida, it really does limit the fragrances that you bring into the collection. But that doesn't stop me sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm going to spray it one time. I'm not going to choke myself out. I'm going to wait for that one day of winter we have in Florida, and I'm going to live my best winter Florida life. So yeah, it does. It really does limit my fragrance choices. Yes. Okay, so the next question is from Blessed Me, and she said congratulations, and she always watches my videos on Sunday when she's getting ready for church. Aw, thank you. And the question is, if you could start your collection over, what would you do differently? What I would definitely do differently is buy with purpose. Make sure I like the fragrance. Make sure I love the fragrance before I just, you know, click add to cart. Definitely make sure it's a love, because fragrance collecting, first of all, it's not cheap. It's a very expensive hobby. And it could get out of hand really quickly watching influencers just saying, get this. Oh my gosh, this is the best. This is the best. So yeah, if I had to start all over, I would buy with purpose. I would, you know, take a pause and I would say, okay, no, let me try this. Let me get me a little decant and play around with it instead of saying, oh yeah, I trust her, and just clicking. Because a lot of the times, yeah, sometimes you end up decluttering that fragrance because you really didn't do your due diligence. And yes, the second part of the question is, any collecting advice for new frag addicts? That is my advice. Buy with purpose. Take your time. Try to find out what is your profile. What are the things that you know, really gravitate towards. Just don't buy just to buy, because you're going to end up with a collection that's out of hand and you don't wear the fragrances. So yeah, just buy with purpose, because fragrances, y'all, they're just not cheap. And if you can find a trusted website like the Gray Market or somewhere, or a trusted person that you could purchase from, that's also a good idea. Also a great way to, you know, figure out what you like and kind of really curate your collection. Because right now I'm trying to curate my collection. I definitely have slowed down on the purchasing just for purchasing, and I'm finding things that I really love, and I'm, you know, going from there. So that's my advice. Buy with purpose for sure. Okay, so the last question that I have right now is from Claudia. And she asked, what fragrance started your fragrance journey? So I kind of answered that earlier, but what I'm going to answer, the way I'm going to answer this one is the fragrance that kicked off, that really kicked off my niche journey. Because before it was like, you know, celebrity or designer, I knew nothing about niche. And the fragrance that kicked off my niche journey, and I think it's the fragrance that kicked off a lot of people's niche journey, is this girl right here. It's BR540, the original. This was the catalyst. I didn't blind buy it. I went into the store, I was smelling, and I'm like, ooh, I like this. This is different. And then of course I got a sample. I was so responsible back then. I got a sample and I played with it. I took the sample home, I wore it, I got compliments, and then yeah, I bit the bullet. And I got BR540, the infamous Baccarat Rouge 540. This is a fragrance that started off my niche journey. And okay, yeah, the rest is history. Okay, guys, so those were the questions. I think I answered all the questions. Hopefully I did. So as of, what's today's date? Today is Wednesday, the 29th, I think. And as of today and all the questions, I have answered them all. And so yeah, ready for this giveaway. So like I said, the giveaway is this right here. I'm just going to take it out of the sleeve, y'all, just to show the people them. This is it right here. This is Nomad. This is a delicious fragrance, y'all. I love this fragrance. And I said, you know, I wanted to do the giveaway with a fragrance that is basically, it's unisex. So, you know, whether it was a guy or a girl, they'd be happy with it. So I'm putting it back in a sleeve, okay? So Nomad from Bond Number 9, New York, that is the giveaway. So to be entered into the giveaway, you, of course, need to be subscribed to the channel. I would love for you to follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to grow my Instagram. So over on Instagram, it's Roxanne's Retreat. And please comment below. Tell me about a video idea that you would like to see from me coming up, you know, in the new year. And then also comment below with a yellow heart. So the yellow heart will make me know that you watched this video in its entirety. And just so you know, that really matters on YouTube because it tells you, you know, people, your average duration. And, you know, people swiped away. That's usually on your shorts. But, yeah, so you've watched the video to the very end. So you'll know that I need you to put in a comment telling me what type of videos you would like to see in the new year. Drop me a yellow heart because yellow is my favorite color. Go over and folloay me on Instagram. And of course, you have to be subscribed to my channel. So I am really excited about this giveaway, Nomad, from the House of Bond Number 9. And I cannot thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. It has been quite the journey because sometimes I stay up at night trying to figure out, well, what the heck am I going to film? Why did I get myself into this? But it's, you know, for the most part, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy making videos. It's like a little escape for me. I think I said in one of my videos, it's good for my mental health. It really is. It really is good for my mental health. So Yeah, thank you so much for getting me to 1K. The road to 2K begins. And guys, again, I am just truly excited. I never thought I'd be at 1K before my year. So yeah, I'm really, mind blown. So thank you again, and follow me on Instagram. Drop a comment below. Don't forget that yellow heart. Make sure you're subscribed, and all of those things will enter you into this giveaway. The giveaway, we're gonna once this video goes up, we're gonna let the giveaway go for a week. So people will have the opportunity to watch the video, comment, do all the things, and then we will choose someone randomly from the people that qualified for the giveaway. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. 1K. Let's go. 2K and beyond.